There is some suggestion here when the war is discussed in the newspapers and on the news that the war is just turning a little your way at the moment. Russia under more pressure than ever, you regrouping, brokering the deal with Turkey to get your grain back on the market, which is cash for you, food for us. Are you feeling just a little more optimistic than when we last spoke?
I'm optimistic that Ukraine already has won this war. The only open question is the price, how much we will pay for this war. Definitely, we expect that the interest for Ukrainian war will went down because it's traditional approach in the West. People who lived during decades and several generations in comfort, they consider this war as some kind of TV show, and it's difficult for them to understand that seriously. So that's why it's dramatically important for leaders to explain to their voters that now it's not Ukraine in war with Russia. It's entire West with Russia, which is in fact represents the evil. You was mentioning the grain deal. It's very important for today because the deal, in fact, did not survive even 24 hours. Just 3 hours ago, Russia hit Odessa, which is the city in the south of Ukraine, the largest seaport in the Black Sea. They attacked Odessa seaport with the cruise missiles, at least 2 missiles blown up on the territory of the seaport, which is very, very visible argument and evidence that it is impossible to have any deals with Russia. Yes, we expect to export our grain to the world market, mostly to receive some cash for this. I would remind that Ukraine has the grain on almost $10 billion from the previous season, and definitely it will influence the prices for the grain in the global market. But you see that Vladimir Putin and all his FSB team, they continue to blackmail everyone, and they continue to destroy all agreements. In fact, he spat into the face of United Nations and his so-called friend Erdogan by attacking Odessa today. Meaning that, as we're repeating during months, that Putin and Russia, they understand just power, just military power. So conclusion is simple. No more agreements is possible with modern Russia. They are much weaker than someone may think. More weapons to Ukraine will help us to finish this war, hopefully this year.
Okay. Talking of which, let me pick you up on that final point about there will only be continued success, as you see it, with a victory, and that means supplies. Do you sense that the United Kingdom has taken its eyes slightly off the ball at a government level in terms of giving you the ammunition, the weaponry that you want and the training? Or has the Defence Secretary, who I know you have met and talked to, Ben Wallace, not a candidate in that leadership race, kept the light burning?
First of all, the role of United Kingdom was huge in uniting the West against Russian invasion to Ukraine. So we very, very much appreciate everything what has been done till today. And we very much expect that despite of internal political fights in the United Kingdom, this position will continue in the further months and probably years. Yes, we received a lot from United Kingdom. Yes, the idea of providing training to Ukrainian soldiers is extremely important because we receive huge amount of different types of modern military equipment, which is good, which is excellent, but definitely our soldiers need the training for that. So ongoing trainings brings a lot of value and a lot of benefit for Ukrainian army. And the last comment due to that, first, in fact, 3 weeks of using of advanced European weapons clearly show that Russia is far, far behind the level of technology which exists in the West.
Sure.
Confirming again that they're much, much weaker than one may think.
All right, one final quick question, if I may, Andrei. My previous guests here, looking at it all from a UK political point of view, both felt so far that they think Liz Truss, who you've also met in her role as Foreign Secretary, is the one who is most likely to be the next Prime Minister. Short and sharp answer, Andrei. You comfortable with that?
We believe that Liz Truss is a good candidate for Ukraine, but the bottom line, we will appreciate any leadership in the United Kingdom. It's your issue, it's your internal issue, and we respect your democracy. And we expect that despite the decision of Conservative Party, the Russian policy, the Ukrainian policy will stay the same or even tougher, because everyone understands that duration of this war directly linked to the readiness of the West and United Kingdom to act. We believe that you will continue to do as you did previously. Thank you for that.
Thank you, sir. Andrii Osadchuk, it's always a pleasure, an honour to talk to you. And you take care, and all of your friends and colleagues and family as well. And I look forward to talking to you again soon.